Hey Storm, how you doing? I'm alright. How have you been? What's with my voice? I did a lot of talking this weekend, so my voice is pretty shot. So I don't think I can do a whole lot of talking, but I don't know if it's something about my stream that's causing your thing to lag, but morning, Doobie. I wouldn't expect a lot of commentary if I were you. So, you have been warned. I'll keep you up and watch my morning vids. Appreciate that, buddy. I'm in lesson soon, but nice to see you. And it sounds like something happened. It's debatable. I'm just tired. Your voice is very deep. I did a lot of talking this weekend. And if you want to see an example of this, you can go to my YouTube channel. And I still have to name one of the videos, I think. There's 3 videos right now, though.
But it's gonna be a tough car ride home.
That's the wrong thing. It's right there. I'll pin it. But there are 3 videos right now. I probably should try to... I did see a YouTube short not that long ago uploaded. No, this is me teaching archery. It's like a point of view kind of thing. Yeah. Have fun, keep well. Alright, Storm, you have a good one, buddy. You do the same. Alright, folks. I understand the stream has been a bit not lively, and I apologize for that. But things are about to pick up, because combat has officially begun. The Trail Ruiners, the Quake Burners of Stretch. You heard Valheim. Sorry, combat has begun. I was just saying, we're about to get some combat going. Builder. Yes, Doobie, what is your question? Squads. If you could have anything for dinner tonight, what would it be? Steak, I guess. Mashed potatoes. How you doing, Rabo? Pie is a good answer. Medium, mid-well, I guess. Another goblin. I didn't realize there was 3. Oh. Oh. Well, that was fast. Something I really like about this game, and in a very underrated aspect, is the combat mechanic. Because you can go to the events, and it'll actually give you a breakdown of the events of combat. So it is the 4th day of summer. We can look at the fight versus Goblin versus Dak. The Goblin punches the granite door, smashing it. Dak punches the Goblin, hitting the lower body, smashing the skin, smashing the abdominal muscles, and crushing the guts. Dak kicks the Goblin, hitting the neck, smashing the skin, and crushing the throat. The Goblin is suffocating. The Goblin has died. God damn is an understatement. And then let's click down on group fight. The Goblin kicks the granite door, smashing it, bites the granite door, but it's ineffective. Dak bites the Goblin, hitting the left arm, poking the skin, smashing the muscle, stopping at the bone. Paella would recommend no, the Spanish people don't really think of chorico paella, chorizo or chorica, as anything other than a crime against food, but it's good, especially if you make it with some good wine. 11 out of 10. Yeah, Dak is crazy. He literally bites this dude. He kicks the Goblin. Oh, and his left arm is bleeding because of that. Dak kicks the Goblin, hitting the right hand, smashing the skin, smashing the bone, punches the granite door, smashing the granite door. Tilva bites the Goblin, hitting the lower body, smashing the skin, smashing the abdominal guts, and smashing the abdominal muscles and crushing the guts. Punches the Goblin, hitting the right arm, smashing the skin, smashing the muscles, smashing the bone. The gnome punches the granite door, smashing it. Tilva kicks the Goblin, hitting the leg, smashing the skin, the muscle, and the bone. The Goblin falls to the ground. Dak punches the Goblin, hitting the head, smashing the skin, and smashing the skull. Tilva punches the Goblin. Dak kicks the Goblin. Dak bites the Goblin. The Goblin's neck is bleeding, an artery has been struck, is suffocating. The Goblin has died. And then we got Rex. Or a read through of heavy metal lyrics, yes. It sounds like I've been reading too much of this. That's why my voice is gone. Door, 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 door. Dak kicks the Goblin, punches, but they dodge. Punches, but I think then the Goblin punches Tilva, but Tilva dodged the attack. The Goblin falls to the ground. The goblin punches them, hitting the right leg, smashing the skin, smashing the muscle, smashing the bone. So my soldiers can get injured too. Tilva bites. Dak punches. Alright, Rex, are you ready? Rex kicks the goblin, hitting the right arm, smashing the skin, smashing the muscle, and smashing the bone. Tilva gets up. Rex punches the goblin, hitting the lower body, smashing the skin and the abdominal muscles. The goblin is having trouble breathing. Rex bites the goblin, hitting the upper body, smashing the skin, and crushing the left lung. The goblin is suffocating. The goblin is dead. Oh, throwing up with lasagna. That's not good. So, that was that. So, thank you, Rexy, for killing that goblin right quick. And then we can remove these designations. Actually, I probably should have done that. But anyway. And then another criminally underrated part about this game is you can go over here to the butcher table, take these goblin corpses, and butcher them. And make sausages out of them. If that isn't one of the greatest games ever, I don't know what is. And I have 19 band-aids left. I actually killed a honey badger. Yay, cannibalism. I don't know if you can eat fellow gnomes. But, yeah, butcher the goblins. What's really funny is you can go to Kingdom, Diplomacy, and it says there's this goblin kingdom here. I can actually send tribute, or I can send an insult. Like, I can send a bunch of goblin skulls to them and piss them off with one of my people. So I can, like... I can infuriate them if I sent this stuff back to them. Or I could just use it as food. Because if I do that, I piss them off. Once I'm feeling better and can put my shirt on, I want to try and do a multiplayer thing. I don't know if Thursday night is still taken up with your work 6 to 9. Yeah, it is. It's honestly, Doobie, it's probably going to be taken up for the next... Oh, God. Is there more difference between gnomes and goblins than skin color? Not really, but like in terms of the gnomes, they look very similar. I'm probably gonna be occupied with my Thursdays until October, to be honest, because Jesus, that's so far away. Because then that's when the Renaissance Fair is over, probably the 26th of October. So then November I'll be switching back. I'll be doing the weekends again, and then I'll be doing... Well, I could do Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday at Amazon if I really wanted to, but I might just do Fridays, Monday. I might do all 4 days, because it's the busy season. I can do it for that, and then I might teach again in 2026 in January. Who knows? But Thursday availability will come back on November. So, yeah. It's going to be great. But they're still Mondays, at least, you know? Unless I just inexplicably end up not working that day, which, who knows? Let's keep watching any game with you on Monday. Alright, cool. Thanks, buddy. I appreciate it. An anvil and bellows. I don't know why I just don't do that. Alright, I need to carve a bone needle. Like, look at my boy here. Look at Tinkelling Koldak. He's kitted out, dude. He's got the sword, a helmet, a breastplate. Look at him. He's ready to go to war. I used to hate lasagna. The ricotta cheese wigged me the fuck out. But I made a bechamel and used a creamy mozzarella and a parmesan, and it turned out fire as fuck. Awesome, Doobie. Maybe I'll start GoProing me and my dad making dinner. So then you guys can get like a paired it with a red wine. Ooh. Bill, workshop, metal, Mittelwerke. Well, there we go, that fixed it. Apothic Inferno. What's that? Hello, Stanley. Can we get a cat emoji for Stanley? Everybody. We'll have to look into that mozzarella and parmesan. Usually really good. Glad we can share cooking tips in the chat. How was the weekend? It was good, Rava. If you go to my YouTube channel, I actually posted some videos, like some point of views with my GoPro. I pinned one of them in the... Well, actually, that's probably gone because I didn't pin it until the end of the video. Shit.
But it's gonna be
Didn't mean to do that. Manually until the end of the stream. There we go. Forgot to do that. But there is, in fact, footage if you want to look at it. Sort of like a day in the life of working at the Renaissance Fair, that kind of thing, you know. It's kind of like broadcasting my life at the fair. It's not live, but I can upload this stuff after the fact. And then I can kind of decide, you know, what footage I want to keep, what I don't want to keep, that sort of thing. But I might upload some new stuff in the next hour. Well, once the stream's over. He just made a chair. And now the tailor is going to be constructed. The reason the tailor is so important in this game, the bone needle, that's what's so important. Because you need a bone needle to actually unlock the tailor. The tailor is what elevates you to the next level of No Moria, because you can make sacks and bags. But my boy, Wizifanan, his profession's a farmer, so one of the things he does is actually work with cloth. So he'll take some cotton, make a bolt of cloth out of it, and then somebody will take it over here and do something with that bolt of cloth. Whether that's make a bandage or a bed. But the reason I mention that it's so important is because of bandages. If you don't have bandages, all your people are going to bleed out and die. Or you'll just be overwhelmed with nothing but seeds. Because you can stack seeds into certain containers, like bags. But I think I got like 2 hours worth of footage, and that, what's on YouTube right now, is like an hour and a half, maybe? So I got one more video to upload. I think. Pine trees are popping up, which is good, because I'm out of logs. Cotton bag. I would talk more about the weekend, Rob, if my voice wasn't so sore. It's slowly getting back to normal, but the more I talk, you know. I guess it's good that I work at Amazon, though, because I don't have to really talk to anybody. More or less. There's the occasional customer, but on the whole, not a whole lot of people to talk to, which is good. Sometimes. Not all the time. It has its moments. Take care of your voice. Absolutely. You only get one. Right? Well, yeah, you only get one. I'm trying to organize it a bit more, because there's just way too much up here. But I'm moving the dirt and the stone downstairs. Stone, these guys will need the stone for crafting shit, but today. I know. 10, as in 10 hours. I'm gonna start hosting an ambassador from the city-state of the bunched incest. Ugh. He wants a room with at least 650 worth, and we're 5 short. But what we could do is build him an actual bed. It could be 4-poster. Yeah, we'll just build any bed. How do Nomoria bed? How do Nomoria bedrooms work? AI says beds are crucial. Avoid designating before placing a bed after the bed is built. Room value. The higher the value, the better quality of sleep. High value rooms allow them to stay awake longer, be more productive. A Reddit user noted that gnomes sleeping in high value rooms worth 1,000 plus could stay awake for 36 hours, skipping every other sleep cycle and increasing productivity. Furnishings like dressers, cabinets, tables, chairs, and statues. Room construction. Upgrade the floor with stone or metal blocks. Higher quality beds and mattresses contribute more to room worth than basic straw beds. Invest in well-furnished and well-constructed personal quarters for maximizing your gnome's productivity and happiness. Alright. I already kind of worked on replacing the walls. I just really need that bed built. Mattress. Oh, he's making it right now. Cool. Ta-da! The room worth is now 708. So the ambassador will show up, want a room worth with 650, and I'll be like, cool, I got you. Because I already have one birch dresser in here, and another birch dresser in here. So. What was it? Dressers? One was a dresser, one was a cabinet. So I guess I could... Look at how clean the floor is. Gosh darn it. Nobody's idle. That's nice. Uh-oh. 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 That's not good. That's not good. What did I forget to build a fucking torch? That's what happens when you get greedy, folks. Fucking skeletons, bro. Okay. Could have even been in here, for all I fucking know. Alright, we got one of them. Military, enemies, all squads, all squads. He's beating him with a bolt of cloth. Ah, you motherfucker. Okay, we killed them both. Let's look at the events of this combat, shall we? It is the 7th day of summer, year 1. Bill vs. Skellington. He kicked it, hitting the right leg, smashing the bone. God damn. Then we got Waldanglef. They swung her copper pickaxe, but they dodged. They chopped their copper felling axe at them, but they attack with their one battle axe. They swing the pine log at the skeleton, and they miss. They stab the copper sword, but they dodge the attack. Deeble bin... That guy. So, Deeble chops with his felling axe at the skeleton, hitting the right leg, cutting the bone. They fall to the ground, then they get back up. Beak versus skeleton. Copper pickaxe, but they dodge. And block with their own copper claymore. They bite the skeleton, hitting the right hand, poking the bone. They punch the skeleton. They kick the skeleton. They fall to the ground. They kick the skeleton, punch skeleton, kick the skeleton, punch, punch. The upper body has been mangled. They swung their pickaxe, poking the bone. They bite the skeleton, chops their felling axe, hitting the left arm, cutting the bone, punch the skeleton, stabs the copper sword, punch, kicks, punches. They're dazed. Oh no. Oh no, Tinkeladek was suffocating. The left foot has been mangled and they can no longer walk for the skeleton. The skeleton dropped their claymore. The right leg has been mangled and they can no longer walk. The skeleton is no longer dazed. Then, Tink caught their breath. And the skeleton eventually died. And the other group fight. I thought I saw somebody swinging a bolt of cloth at a skeleton. Yet Deeble swings with his coal at the skeleton, hitting the head and smashing the helmet. So yeah, skeleton's down. You just gotta be careful because, you know, once you're under a certain depth, they spawn in the dark. So I got greedy. Don't get greedy. Unless you're trying to farm fucking skeletons, I guess. The creatures of the dark. The depths. And there was some copper here. But you guys can die, so just make sure you stock up on bandages. You can even have, like, designated doctors, so like Rex the Builder. They've seriously injured their lower body, so they're gonna have to... Oh, they've killed a goblin, though. Look at them. But just gotta take it easy, you know? And then we have the skeleton corpses here. We could butcher those. Can we butcher those? No, we can't. Ooh, there's a monitor lizard out there. He's dying of thirst. She's, sorry, dying of thirst. But I don't have any reason to fight him. I killed a honey badger earlier because I needed a bone. But if I'd known I was going to get attacked by goblins, then I wouldn't have bothered. I need those birch trees.
Make biscuits and gravy. You eat some?
Huh?
Biscuits and gravy.
Sure. I gotta eat that egg frittata though. You can make me some. I'll eat it tomorrow or Thursday.
Well, I'll just make it. And I'll eat some.
Yeah. Sounds good. Oh God. Yeah, man, I slept in today. Relative to when I normally, you know, sleep in. Alright, that's gonna be it for me, folks. Thank you to everybody for tuning in. I hope you all have a wonderful day, and I'll see you Thursday. Stay safe out there.